Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the legendary Founding Titan, and today we're going to be playing Tartarus. I've already recorded this video, but I canceled it because, well, it just ended up being the same exact picks over and over and over again. I make it random all, and it's always either between Flood or Heretic. And last game I played, I was fighting Tartarus, Heretic, and Flood, and got demolished. Just because of the Flood alone. Because, I mean, like I said in the previous videos, the Flood are rightfully overpowered. I'm actually kind of glad they are overpowered because they deserve it. I mean, the Flood did kill the Foreigners and everything. But when it comes to making it a random pick and I'm just constantly fighting Flood, it is really, really annoying because it happened with the Anders video. I died there. It happened with the video I just recorded. It happened there, and I died, and it's just becoming a nuisance. So for this video, I'm going to just be fighting the Grunt Rebellion. It's gonna be 3 of them. I do think the Grunt Rebellion is the weakest leader, but I'm tired of fighting Flood. I am so sick of it. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting on random all because I guarantee it that it's going to be Flood, Heretic every single time. I don't know how it does it or what by what means, but it does it every time. It is insane. So yeah. So for the random pick, I'm just not doing it anymore because it's just annoying. I hate having to fight Flood every game. It's not fun. It's fun. It's very fun playing as them. It is not fun fighting them. Only because you can't. It's not even really because of the Flood. It's because, I mean, it's part of the reason, but the main reason comes from the fact that the AI just get modifiers through, like, it's an insane amount of modifiers. They get insane flood health, they get insane damage, they get insane resources, which has always been the case for every faction, but when you're combining that with the already overpowered Flood, you're fighting an opponent that is just unbeatable. It's just how it is. I mean, I can beat them once in a while. And I have beat them in a 1v3 before, but it's rare. And when you combined... And the Flood is just a very powerful combination with other leaders. And like Heretic, for instance. Because Heretic is literally designed to counter Flood. And Heretic is also very overpowered, and when you combine them together, you're just not gonna win. And like I said, I'm just so sick of seeing the same 2 leaders. It's just Flood, Heretic, Flood, Heretic, Flood, Heretic. I mean, in the Captain Cutter video, who was it? It was Rebels and Heretic. Well, what about Anders? Well, it was 2 Flood, and then after that, it was 2 Heretic. So, in the 3rd video, which was well, actually, no. It was I skipped a one. It was first Cutter, which was Rebels and Heretic, and then second one was Forge, which I forget who was there. Was it Heretic again? I think it was Heretic again. I'm not exactly sure on that. Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Heretic. But yeah, like my point is though, it's just always Heretic. Heretic's always in the game. I'm sick of it, so that's why I'm doing it this way. And it's not even that bad. I mean, it's still, like I said, I gave him the worst leaders because I did not feel like dealing with bullcrap right now and having to go through another failed 40 minutes. So, but it is a 1v3, and Grunt Rebellion is powerful. I just don't think the AI know how to use them, honestly, but it is what it is. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing the random pick any longer just because it's not even technically random. It's just always the same 2. Because I mean, I proved it I kind of like literally proved it in the Anders video, where it's the same 2. Because like the first round I got 2 Flood, Then after that, it was 2 heretic. It's like, what's the odds? What are the odds of that? Like, it's impossible. The the game just picks like the strongest guy they know, and they just stick with it. Because I hardly ever see him play Rebels. I hardly ever see him play. I've never seen him play Forge yet. Like random pick, I don't think. I don't know. I was just getting really irritated, so I just decided not to do. I just want to do a simple video. I liked the random picks, but my god, dude, it's not even random. So yeah, but the Grunt Rebellion, they still are a very powerful faction, even with the AI's hands, because they do have suiciders, which blow up vehicles and everything. They even blow up like Tartarus. I can't really utilize my Tartarus that well because of the fact that they can just blow them up. So really, they still kind of counter me a bit. Yeah, so this video is gonna be like I think the 3rd or 4th one today. So you might be wondering why I'm like pumping these out so quickly. Well, the reason is because well, this mod actually has an update, and I'm trying to get to it as fast as I can. So, and then we'll just go back to normal. We'll go back to the regular like every 2 days sort of deal. But for now, we're kind of like in an overdrive mode because I still have a lot to do. I still have I'm still trying to finish this up. Like this with all the 10 leaders. I'm trying to finish God of War still. God of War series. I haven't even got one video out for that yet. I'm still kind of. It's gonna take me a while to edit that one, so it's gonna like. But once it comes out, there's gonna be a video like probably every 2 to 3 videos a day possibly. Probably just one, just for the sake of keep my sanity, probably. Because it's gonna take me a while, to edit that because it's a 10-hour clip, actually 11 hours, just for one video. So yeah. But once that series does start going, it's gonna keep going until it slam dunks. I'm not gonna post the first video of God of War until until I'm actually done. Then I'll start just pumping them out left and right. Yeah, I've got a lot of content really just like there's a lot of stuff I want to do with you guys. It's just I don't have the time half the time. It's just that's the main problem with me. It's not that I don't want to do. I love doing these videos and stuff. It's just God, man, I do not have time when I'm like having to work midnights, sleep for like 10 hours, and like not 10 hours, but a long time, and it's hard to find the perfect schedule on night shift. Really, there is no perfect schedule for night shift at all. I am kind of curious though what the heck they're doing because I haven't seen them once. So you might be asking, Legendary Fallen Titan, like why do you think the Grunt Rebellion's the weakest? When I do say weakest, it is kind of hard to debate that. But I do think they are the least powerful, really only because they're not really like online until like late game, like really late game. And it's because they can spam like a crap ton of defenses. They have the best super turtle potential other than the Flood, but the problem with them is just they cost a lot. Like they need a lot of resources, and they can't like build anywhere like the Flood can. So it's kind of just their great downfall. On top of that, the grunt units themselves, they don't cost much, but it's hard to hold your ground against opponents with such powerful units. Because like for instance, the arbiters, like elite guard guys, can kill like several squads by themselves, and when you're fighting against a whole army, like the Grunt Rebellion, the way they have to work is like they have to go on the offensive almost just to be able to utilize their, you know, number strategy. But if they're pushed up to their base, they're kind of screwed because they can't reinforce the position that well when they're pretty much, in a sense, getting spawn killed at their base. But the problem with this as well is the fact that the way they also work is with the grunt beacons, they have the sniper towers and turrets, which make a great defensive. But again, it costs so much that it's really just a problematic faction. It's just they don't lack the resources, really, and their units are just they're cheap and expendable as they should be. But it's just you have to utilize, you have to basically go on the offensive until like late game, and then you can build defense if you want to. But you can't build defense until you have like 3 to 4 bases with like supplies on them, because it costs a lot to spam with them. So that's ultimately why I think they are the weakest faction, just because it just requires a lot for them to come online. And you have to know what you're doing in order to do well with them, I feel. And the AI simply don't do that. But yeah, it's not. I'm not saying like I do think they are the weakest, but it's not to the point that they're useless. They're really good still, even without building late game. They're really good still. But ultimately, if I had to choose one, it'd definitely be them. I think the second weakest, if you're curious, second weakest would probably be. I would almost have to say Prophet, actually. I have to say Prophet. Not because he's bad. Again, it's just because he kind of is lackluster in comparison to his other counterparts. I think, and the main reason why I think Prophet's the weakest is because his elite honor guard ability, where he can summon like a group of like elite honor guards, but they're really like weak in comparison to like arbiters, for instance, or even the heretics guys. Like the heretic guys are stronger. The flood can just take them over. Captain Cutter has ODSTs, which just stomp them. Well, I shouldn't say stomp them, but just are able to easily outnumber them. And plus, they also have marksmen for UNSC for Cutter, so marksmen are really good against them. Suicide Grunts can blow them up. Yeah, really, like all around, like Prophet's drop-ins are really underpowered. His Goliaths are pretty good, but the problem is they take a long time to recharge. And for how long they take to recharge, it's like, you know, it'd be better to use something else. And then third weakest, I probably will do a tier list actually breaking it all down, but just to make conversation go by, for the third weakest, I would probably have to say would be might be Cutter actually. Third weakest be Cutter? Yeah, probably Cutter. Third probably Cutter. Again, it's just because it's not because he's bad. It's just because the other leaders have so much in their kit that just kind of outpower him. Because since he can't spam ODSTs, he does have elephants that are tanky, but there is so many like powerful anti-vehicle guys. Like you got Chieftain and Arbiter, which are really powerful. On top of that, you have the Heretics, which are really strong too. So I don't know. I'm actually gonna go see what they're doing because I don't know. I've never been not under attack this long. I think I gave it to a faction that literally can't. Damn, is that really what's happening here? I don't think they can build with the grunts. Yeah, they didn't even have any troops. Well, that's that kind of sucks. I don't know if I should post this one or not. I probably will. I'll probably shorten this one though. It's a shame it ended this way with one of my favorite cheap like leaders, but I mean I feel like I did kind of keep it entertaining a little bit with conversation, I guess, but I don't know. Sorry for the disappointment video. I really I'll just shorten this one up. So but uh I I guess just let this be a note to the modders. So the grunt they probably already know, but the grunt belling I didn't know that the grunt belling didn't work, but it could also be already fixed. It probably already is fixed in the new mod version. So, unfortunately, sorry for the upsetting video. I hope I kind of kept you guys a little bit entertained with the what my opinions and blambling about random crap. But yeah, that's gonna do for this video. This is Legendary Valentine signing off. Peace.